Good evening, and welcome to the Night Owl. And happy October, everybody. Scary how quick this year went by, right? Well, to keep the theme going. Oh, but content may contain adult language and scenarios that may not be suitable for all audiences, so listeners' discretion is advised. We all have things that haunt us throughout our lives that we're trying to escape. Sometimes it just follows you everywhere you go. Written by myself and narrated by a very good friend, very talented voice, Mr. Jerry Lopez. Lock your doors, check your windows, and get comfortable. You wouldn't want to sleep tonight. I give you Haunted Anonymous.
Hi, my name is Cam, and my house is haunted. I know, trust me, this sounds ridiculous to me too. Every time I say it, I have to remind myself, I'm not crazy. Or maybe I am, but then so is everyone else sitting here. Or at least, that's what our families made us believe. For some of us, they just flat out said it. Haunted Anonymous. A meeting place for people that have been dealing with things that most people just don't believe exist. How's that even a thing? How the hell did I end up here? I know how. All of these people, correction, all of us, we've been suffering through our own personal hell with no one to turn to. Our families don't want us around. Friends, colleagues, they don't get it. Every waking day is an anxiety of what's to come at night. A lot of people resort to anything that will help them escape, or at least to not feel anything, or feel when it happens. Sadly to say, some never wake up. We usually find out about it later in a meeting when someone doesn't show up. I mean, I never said this out loud, but I sort of envy them sometimes. Then I realize I'm here. I'm here because I'm being haunted by the very thing that some of them become, or may become, tormented souls. And you could say I'm a man of faith. I mean, I believe in heaven and hell. I also believe that some people don't make it either. They make it in my home or someone else's. The concept of angels, demons, good ghosts, bad ghosts, I'm still trying to figure all that out. From what I've seen and with what they've talked about, it's safe to say that we should all be published fiction writers if this was all bullshit. And in some ways, I wish this stuff was. And this is where we come when we can't be anywhere else. Home? Home isn't home for any of us. I found out about this place through a friend. She was going through a lot at home. Abusive family, for sure. No ghosts, no demons. Just her dad dealing with his own demons. I mean, this guy would drink a lot. And he would thrash anything in his sight. And my friend always seemed to be the target, unfortunately. She started sleeping out in this place. They took her in once they noticed that she started hanging around a lot. She didn't know much about what was going on until she started listening to the meetings. I forgot how it even came up, but she brought me to a couple meetings, and I've been coming ever since. She stopped coming, though. She called me one night and she told me that she was leaving, and I never heard from her again. Her family didn't seem concerned, which, to me, was really weird. And if you let her mom tell it, she'll say she ran off with some boy and probably got knocked up working at a diner. I never liked him, but I'm sure the feelings were mutual. But yeah, it's been some time since I've been coming here. I live on my own, and I rarely have any company because I don't care to stay too long. At first, they were thrilled about the idea of a haunted place until they got what they asked for. I come here early to set up, and at night, I find any reason to stick around. Anything but home. There was one meeting recently. A man came in weeping. He had scratches all over his arms, his back. He said something attacked him. And you know what? Not once did anyone not believe him. It's a heavy place, but it's become home because home, for some of us, is the dark. At night, I go home, and as soon as I walk in the door, I can already feel it. Them waiting for me. Sometimes I hear heavy footsteps walk and stop at the top of my stairs waiting for me to come up. And there's someone definitely in my closet. He makes it known. He can barely fit in my closet. That's how tall he is. He told me what he's done in his life. Well, he shows me. And he keeps telling me what's going to happen to me too. I've woken up with finger marks around my neck. Bruises. And if I can be real with you guys, I've stopped having faith for a while because I felt like what was happening to me, the man upstairs could care less about. I'm just being tortured, pulled away from my family. They've been telling people I have lost my mind. And honestly, I really wish that was the case. If this is living, then I want to opt out.
Hey, is this the place for the meetings?
Yeah. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
You alright?
This guy should be dead.
You look like you've seen a ghost. No pun intended and no disrespect.
That's exactly what I'm seeing.
Tune in next week for part 2. Stay up to date with us on Twitter at the Bird Brain Podcast and Instagram, and also follow the YouTube channel. Patreon supporters get a special treat this Halloween. I'm pulling out all the stops to make it worth your while. So head on over to patreon.com/the Bird Brain Podcast, where you can donate and support the podcast. Get something awesome in return. Sleep tight.